Hello, great people. I don't bring a exclusive report about what led to the altercation between the Minister of FCT, Nyesom Wike, and the young military officers that embarrassed him over attempt to seize land that belong to retired serving and military officers. The land that is in dispute is reportedly 30 acres of land, and I will be sharing details of the exclusive report with you as shared by Sahara reporters. As you can see on your screen, exclusive. How FCT Minister Wike revoked 30 acres of land owned by top military officers, reallocated same to associates, including INEC Chairman Amukwiton. Yes, you heard me right. I would read this report. I would read it to you. There are some things there that if I'm to say it often, I not going to do justice to that matter. Make I not lie you because I feel forget some certain things. So the best thing now to read the crucial part of the report, now to read them to you, then we'll dissect the associated issues accordingly. Now, may we jump into that particular report because definitely it get a lot of story. In fact, a lot of exclusive details. It did this report. No miss them for any reason. And if you are watching me, you are yet to subscribe. Of course, do well to subscribe to this channel so that as they bring the report, definitely it could land for your hand real time. And share this video as well. Let others get to enjoy it too. Now, fresh details have emerged about what led to the altercation between Wike and the officers that embarrassed him in Abuja. Let's go into the report. It says, I'm reading part of it now. It says, the source who has been directly engaged, that is the person that gave Sahara the information, has been directly engaged in the matter, said the revocation and redistribution were carried out in total disregard of due process, official recommendations, and existing approvals. In this instance, what is in dispute, don't forget, 30 acres of land belonging to both serving and retired military officers. Keep that at the back of your mind. Now, I want to read a quote for you. It says, I am personally involved as a lawyer in this matter and several other cases of revocation and reallocation of land to private persons by Wike. Wike revoked the land, which totals 30 acres, and allocated it to some persons, one of whom we were told in confidence is the current INEC chairman, Professor Amukwiton. Wait, my people, this current INEC chairman, you never even occupy that position between when and when. You don't collect land. You sure say we fit trust this guy with free and fair elections? So, are you sure we can really trust this man? But let's continue. He said, unfortunately, I'm reading the quote from the informant of Sahara now. Unfortunately for Wike, a former naval chief, Awal Gambo, and some serving army personnel have vested interest in the land and have partly developed same. If you don't understand what I'm saying there, it means that some of these military officers, based on their low salary, they don't even develop part of the land. Some don't put block, some don't build down to linted level, some don't even roof. And yes, some Wike just come and say, oh, submit that land by fire by force. Now let's continue the reading. The source claimed that the land was originally designated as park and recreational area, but Wike allegedly changed the land use to multipurpose and issued fresh rights of occupancy out of all to new beneficiaries. In a letter dated 17th May 2022, an address to the MD CEO, Santos Estate Limited, the author, Ajia Risikatu Abdulaziz, the director, Parks and Recreation Department, said, this is with reference to your letter dated 21 February 2022 on the above subject matter. Now, this is the content of the letter that was written in 2022. In view of the above, please note as follows. A. The development, management, and operation of ideal recreational parks, especially on large green areas, required huge financial investment, and therefore the policy thrust of FCTA on park development is centered mostly on collaboration with private organizations. Occasionally, large green areas are subdivided into lots A, B, C, etc. to accommodate various applicants for parks development. They list, and they go into one shocking details now. You go here now. B, green area plot 1946 CZB13 Gadua is very large with a size of about 31 hectares. It is part of the parkway system within Gaduwa district. Available records indicate that in 2007, this green area was subdivided into lots and committed to various organizations, including Santos Estate Limited, Curios International Ventures, Curio Communications Limited. Now, it says that there's another one, Mossad Ventures Limited, Decency Hotels Limited, where any other information is made available to the department, you can be updated. The above information is based on record and information presently available on the plot. Thank you. Now, the lawyer that spoke to Sahara reporters that was involved in that particular case, he gave another information. You know, I've read the letter, the communication of 2022. I just read it to you. Now, let us go to what the lawyer said again. This is a quote now, and I need you to listen to this attentively. Approval was sought since 2014, but was ignored. Take note of that. Approval for that particular land was sought since 2014, but was ignored. Even where there is a memo recommending approval, it may say there have been a memo recommending the approval of that land, but then it wasn't approved. Now, the lawyer continues, says, Wike ignored the memos, changed the land use from park recreation to multipurpose, and issued fresh RFO to some powerful private persons. Let me explain it to you if you don't understand. They have processed the land, and the land has been recommended for approval. That is, all processing has been done. That this land has been allocated to so and so people. Now, what is left is the final stage of approval. So when Wike got there, instead of him to look into the records and having look into the records to invite the beneficiaries and to speak to them and say, okay, this is what we want as a government, this is what we want as a government. Instead of Wike to respect the beneficiaries of the land, he didn't do that. He just decided to rubbish all the document and approval, all the processing that have been done, and he now decided to allocate it, according to Sahara, to his friends and cronies, including Professor Amukwiton, allegedly the current INEC chairman. Now, let us look at something that is baffling me, because there was a place they referenced Amukwiton as an ally of Nyesom Wike. If Professor Josh Amukwiton is truly an ally of Nyesom Wike, you know, she say Nigeria don't dey in trouble. Are you aware that Nigeria don't dey in trouble in terms of having free and fair election? Because anybody that is an ally of Nyesom Wike apparently cannot grant Nigerians free and fair election, except we want to deceive ourselves. But now let us go into it and let's see what the lawyer says next. It says the dispute reportedly came to a head when Wike, accompanied by 50 armed police officers and 2 bulldozers, stormed the estate site in an attempt to reclaim and demolish the structures already built by the military allottees. You know, say this land, they don't allot them to soldiers. You just won't go there, won't go demolish the properties where we say the soldiers don't build for the land. Wike, you get mind, though. You be really courageous guy. Now, the lawyer also said Captain Adam Yerima is the officer Wike is insulting in that video. The lawyer told Sahara reporters, I was with him when we received information that Wike had gone to the site with 50 personnel of the Nigerian police and 2 bulldozers to demolish and dispossess the owners. He added that the Nigerian Army had challenged Wike to go to court, but the minister allegedly refused. So wait, Nigerian Army, they decent like this, you they struggle something with them. They say, oh, minister, we are sure we are on our right. Go to court. You will be civilian. You don't want to go to court. Army, they tell you to go to court. So it means that the soldiers are apparently confident of their possession of that land. That is why a soldier will tell you that you should go to court. But as reported, Wike refused. Now, let me give you another quote here. It says, the army has challenged Wike to go to court, but he has refused to do so, apparently because he knows he's wrong. The lawyer accused Wike of telling aggrieved landowners to go to court whenever confronted, despite ignoring existing court processes and administrative reviews. You can see now. That's why they said it's always good to hear 2 sides of the story. If you hear from Nyesom Wike or you read the story of his media aide, Larry Olayinka, definitely you won't know some of these things, that these military guys told you to go to court. Then You didn't go to court. You are telling them to go to court. But then the military guys have information that even if they go to court, you don't respect court orders, because some of the civilians that have gone to court, the court will give you an order, maybe like a cease and desist order, that stay, maintain status quo, pending the determination of the suit before the court. But even with the court order, Nyesom Wike will allegedly go and demolish the properties of those people. And that's why the military guys are like, no, if you are doing it to civilians, definitely you can't do it to us, the military. Now, it says that the confrontation between the minister and the military officers was captured in a viral video showing Wike in a heated argument with an army officer who refused to yield ground. Well, I've said it before, that army officer, Lieutenant A.M. Yerima, they're not born and well make he yield ground, because Nyesom Wike cannot do anything to help him. But the Ogas, the top military guys that sent him on that errand, he dare not mess up, because it comes with serious consequence. But what I can say to the ex-naval chief, Awao Gambo, is that try and, don't be intoxicated by power, in the sense that if Wike tries to dialogue, you get on a round table with him. And I just hope in all of this that Nyesom Wike will not use the Nigerian Senate to attack the military. In the sense that Nyesom Wike may rush to Godswill Akpabio and say that, oh, the Nigerian Senate should look into the matter. And you know that the Nigerian Senate can summon anybody. So before you know it, Akpabio will just set up a committee. And before you know it, maybe the committee on the army will now summon the top military brass to come and explaining land matters at a moment when Nigeria is battling with great insecurity. So I hope that they'll be able to find a middle ground and not make too much drama out of it. But then 30 acres of land is a lot of land, especially if it is owned by top military officers. And I just hope that the top military officers themselves, they will do the right thing on that land. They will pay the right dues and they will do the right documentation when eventually the whole issue is resolved. But in all of this, what we want is peace and development, particularly security from the Nigerian military. It's been an interesting time with you. Subscribe, turn on your notification button, catch up with my past videos. See you in my next video. I love you all sincerely.